Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to my top 20 favorite films of 2011. Now, if you didn't watch yesterday, go and watch my top 20 to number 11 picks, because today I'm going to finish it off with number 10 to number 1, the big one. What's going to win? I'm not sure, but first, before I tell you the number 1, I'm not just going to go, hey, it's this one, everything else sucks, who cares? No, I'm going to do 10 to 2, then I'll do 1. That's how it works. So anyway, let's go on with number 10, which is an animated film that is easily the best one that came out last year. And there was plenty that came out last year, and plenty of good ones. But this one is easily the best. And this one, of course, is Cars 2 from Pixar. This movie, no, I'm just kidding. It's not Cars 2. It's Rango. Rango blew me away the first time I watched it, and I had problems with it. The second time, I had no problems with it, and it still blew me away. The animation is absolutely fantastic. It's some of the best out there. Johnny Depp does an amazing job as Rango. He's so much fun. He's funny, he's very charismatic. That's why I think Johnny Depp is one of the best actors living right now. He's very charismatic, and he knows what to do when he's in a movie, and he does it perfectly. And he does a great job in this. Gore Verbinski, who actually, his name's Gore too, and he directed it. He did a great job here. Of course, him and Johnny Depp worked together with Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, 3, and I enjoyed those movies, and I enjoyed this one. Rango is easily the best animated film of 2011, and it's my number 10. So, with that being said, let's go on to my number 9 movie, which is X-Men First Class. Now, I was really looking forward to this film. One, it had Michael Fassbender in it, who is quickly becoming one of my favorite actors of all time. He really is, because every time I see him in a film, even movies that suck, he's always amazing in it. Like, I saw this movie called Blood Creek, which is a horror film, and he's in it for like 5 minutes, but when he's in it, he blew me away. He did. He's such a great actor, and he's absolutely fantastic in this. Number 2, I love X-Men, and this is a great prequel story to that. Number 3, I love action movies, and this definitely gave me that. And number 4, I love superhero films just in general, and this one is a great superhero film. Oh, and you know, I'll add a number 5 to that. Number 5, it's directed by the guy that made Kick-Ass, Matthew Vaughn, who, you know, of course, Kick-Ass was a great film, and I love this film too. X-Men First Class had everything. It had action, it had emotion, it had great, fantastic performances, a great story to go with it. I loved it. X-Men First Class is definitely one of the best comic book movies of last year. There you go, number 9. So, let's go on to number 8, which is, remember when I said one of the best comic book movies of that year? Well, this, in my opinion, is the best comic book movie of last year, and this is Captain America: The First Avenger. I don't even know what to say about this. This movie is so old-fashioned that I couldn't help but love it. It's made by Joe Johnston, who, if you do not know, made Jurassic Park 3 and The Rocketeer, which is, in my opinion, a very underrated classic. And he did a fantastic job with this. Chris Evans plays Steve Rogers, who in the beginning he's a wimpy little guy. You know, you really feel bad for him. You think he's a great character straight off the bat. And Chris Evans is doing an amazing job playing this character. Then he becomes Captain America, and then he whips some ass. So really you have one half, which is, you know, origin story, which is a fantastic one. Then the next half is him whipping ass, which is also fantastic. I love Captain America. I always thought the character itself was a really good character. I never really read the comic books, but I just read his origin and what he's about, and I always thought, that's a cool-ass character. I want to read about him, except I don't want to, because I don't read comic books. But really, Captain America First Avenger did everything I wanted it to do. It made me go, yeah! It made me go, USA! And it made me go, aw. It gets emotional, too, at the end. And I really love Captain America First Avenger. I like it just a little bit more than X-Men, just a wee bit more. So, take that for what it's worth. So there you go. Number 8, Captain America, The First Avenger. Now let's go on to my number 7 pick, which is Drive, starring Ryan Gosling. This movie floored me. It really did. And that's not a pun or anything, but it floored me. It really did, because I went into this film not really expecting much, even though I heard great reviews, but I was still not expecting much. I just thought maybe it would be Oscar trash, to be honest. I didn't really know much about it. I watched it. I went out of that theater. Everybody was hating the film for some reason. I don't know why when I went to go see it, but I loved it. I thought Ryan Gosling did an amazing job in this. Albert Brooks got snubbed for a Best Supporting Actor nomination from the Oscars, of course. And just the movie is so violent, so disturbing, but so compelling at the same time. I love Drive. I thought it was a fantastic film that Nicholas Refn Windens, I can't remember his name, but the director of the film, I can't wait for his next film because holy crap, this one was fantastic. There you go. Drive is my number 7. Ryan Gosling, awesome. Awesome. Can't wait to see him in more awesome movies. Now let's go on to my number 6 film, which is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Now, I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. I really wasn't. And originally, I was not going to see this film in theaters, but I decided to anyway because it was the last one. It's going to be a big thing and everybody loves Harry Potter and yada yada. So I went to go see it and oh my god, I'm so happy I did. This movie, first of all, has an amazing story. It has an amazing conclusion to the series. It's very emotional, very powerful, and the action is so freaking captivating. This movie is beautiful to look at, very entertaining, never boring at all, even when it gets to the dialogue scenes. This film wraps it up perfectly, even though I would say this, I never really watched the other movies. I watched Part 1, and I watched 6, and I watched the first 2, but I never watched 3, 4, or 5. So maybe it didn't wrap up perfectly, but for me, I thought it did, and it did a great job. So there you go. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 is my number 6 great film. Now we're into the top 5 of my favorite films of 2011. Let's start off with, of course, the number 5, which is 50-50. Remember that movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt where he had the cancer and he had to shave his head and Seth Rogen was making dick jokes? There you go, there's 50-50. Now, it's much more than that. I mean, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, in my opinion, should have been nominated for an Oscar, for something at least. You know, maybe not Best Actor, maybe Best Cancer Guy of the Year. I don't know. But he did a fantastic job in this film. I mean, at first you're like, you know, he's a cool guy. Then you find this out, and then he's like, oh, you kind of feel bad for him. Then later on, when he breaks down, you really feel bad for him. Then you feel good for him later on. Then you feel bad for him, and blah, blah, blah. He really does a fantastic job to make us feel something for his character. And also, the movie's hilarious, too. I mean, Seth Rogen's there to be the comedy in the film, I guess, and he does a great job too. And when it has to get emotional for him too, it kind of does. I mean, he doesn't like cry like a little bitch, but it's, you know, he does good with the drama. So you know what, 50-50 really got to me when I first saw it. I loved the hell out of the film. I had nothing wrong to say about it. All the characters were very likable. When the characters weren't supposed to be likable, they were really not likable. And if you saw the movie, you know what I'm talking about. 50-50, great film. That is my number 5. Now let's go into my number 4 film, which is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. If there was ever a snub this year, it was for this film. Rooney Mara should have got Best Actress of the Year. I'm just gonna say right there. There you go, Meryl Streep. Sorry. Hate me, I don't care. She deserved it. She was so amazing, especially since she was so horrible in that Nightmare on Elm Street movie that came out like in 2010. She was so terrible in that film, and I was not expecting much from her role in this, and she was incredible. She really was. She owned this role of Lisbeth Salander. She did an amazing job. Daniel Craig, I'm not going to say anything bad about him. He did a great job too. Everybody else did a great job. The mystery in this film was very compelling. You really want to see where it's going to go. The movie is long but does not feel long at all. It breezes by. It's like almost 3 hours long and it breezes by. It's so compelling. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is easily in my top 5. It's so compelling. It's so emotional at parts, and it's so great. It's great. There you go. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, fantastic film. David Fincher, he got snubbed for at least a nomination for Best Picture. Wasn't even in there. Where was it? I didn't see it. Did you see it? No, I didn't see it too. So there you go. Number 4, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Now let's go on to my number 3 film, which is a film that sadly didn't get many people in theaters, and to be honest, I don't see why. I mean, it looked like a movie that's going to do modest business, but it didn't. And that was Warrior, the film about the family and the MMA and the drama and the fighting and the hurting. That movie. Okay, number 2. No, no. Warrior is absolutely fantastic on everything it wants to do. It wants to be a family drama, it succeeds. It wants to be a MMA movie, an action movie, it succeeds. It's such a powerhouse film for acting. Tom Hardy does an amazing job. Joel Edgerton also does an equally amazing job, in my opinion. Nick Nolte is absolutely amazing in this film. You really care for his character. It works completely. Warrior is a amazing film, and in my opinion, it's the Rocky of my generation. Okay, so sorry, even though I watched Rocky when I was a kid, it didn't come out during my generation. So Warrior is awesome. It is badass. Warrior should have at least been nominated for Best Picture. If not, it should have won. So there you go. Even though it's my number 3, I would have loved to see it win, but it wasn't even nominated. So good going, Oscars. So, with that being said, now we're into the top 2. We are in the top 2. Are you ready? Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready. No, you're not ready. Sorry. No, you can't find out. Sorry, you're not ready. You ready? Okay. Alright, you're ready. Alright, you're ready. Alright, my number 2 film of 2011 is... I don't think you're ready. No, you're not ready. You're not ready. Sorry, you're not ready. Sorry, you're not ready. Okay, you're ready. Fine. My number 2 film is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. This movie came out and blew me and pretty much anybody else that watched it away. Now, I can't say that because there's going to be some people saying, oh, no, it was okay, or no, it sucked. This movie, no one was expecting it to be good. I was expecting it to be decent, not even amazing, or my number 2 film of 2011. It was so fantastic, and I'm going to say this, okay? The special effects were so good, and Andy, fucking can't remember his name, god damn it. Andy Serkis in this film as Caesar does an amazing job, and should have, I keep saying this in this freaking top 10, but he should have been nominated for something. Maybe best motion cap performance of all time. There you go. Give him that award, because he was so amazing in this film. And if you see this film and go, oh no, that's just a special effect, you're an idiot, because it's not. It's him acting like an ape, and he does such a good job. And this isn't his first time doing that, sure, but he does such a flawless job here that it's just powerful. It really is. His performance makes this movie absolutely amazing. It really is. Everything else is amazing too, don't get me wrong. You know, James Franco does a great job. Frida Pinto, there you go, I just remembered her name. She does a great job too. Oh god, what's his name? The freaking dad in the film. Jeez, I can't remember his name. I love that guy too. John Lithgow, there you go. John Lithgow does a great job. And it's just a emotional, I keep saying that freaking word. This year was very emotional for movies, but really it is a very emotional film. If you see the film, you know what I'm talking about. It's a very action-packed film too. The special effects are badass, I'm going to say that. And of course, Andy Serkis does an absolutely amazing job. Rise of the Planet of the Apes is my number 2. Now we're on to the number 1 film. Now, this one I'm going to get so much hate for. I am. I know I am, because first of all, this movie didn't even come out in 2011. It didn't, but it was so good I had to put it in my number 1, and that was The Dark Knight, because it got snubbed at the Oscars in 2009, and that was bullshit. It should have got nominated. So I'm going to give it my 2011 best movie of the year, The Dark Knight, number 1. So there you go. Anyway, no, obviously, you probably saw that coming. Oh, Gore always does this. He always screws with us with his number 1. Last time he said Vampire Psycho was number 1. He freaking stop this, Gore. It's not funny anymore. Okay. At least that one I actually said a good movie. So, anyway, my real number 1 film of the year, and I am going to get hate for this too. My number 1 film of 2011 is... Oh, I'm going to get so much hate. Oh my god, I already feel that dislike bar getting really, really long. Source Code. My number 1 movie is Source Code. There you go. Source Code is my number 1 movie. I'm going to tell you this. Source Code is a film that I can't explain why it's the best film. I can't. But every time I watch it, I love it even more every time. Now, remember, I didn't watch some of the Oscar movies that did come out because I didn't have the time, or they weren't on DVD at the time, or they weren't in my theaters. Like, I didn't get to see Midnight in Paris, Hugo, The Descendants, The Artist. This film blew me away, Source Code, because it's, first of all, it's directed by Duncan Jones, who is David Bowie's son, who also directed Moon, which was another fantastic film. Source Code starred Jake Gyllenhaal, who played Coulter Stevens, who was a guy that could go back in time 8 minutes on this train, and he was sent there to go and find this bomber. And every time it blows up, he has to go back 8 minutes to go find out who the bomber was on this train. And when he does this, he actually falls in love with this girl that's there, played by Michelle Monaghan, and that was all in one breath. This movie, I really can't explain it. This movie was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it was suspenseful. It was so emotional. You really cared for Jake Gyllenhaal's character. I mean, I loved his character. Right off the bat, I was like, I don't even know who this guy is, but I love him. Jake Gyllenhaal was fantastic in this film. It's such an amazing film with so many great characters. Vera Farmiga plays another character who I loved in this film. I can't explain why I love Source Code so much, but I really did. Source Code is my #1 favorite film of 2011. It's such an amazing movie. I watched it 4 times already. I love it. Definitely go check out Source Code. It's an amazing film. There's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. Even the ending, which many people don't like, I love. So there you go. I love me some Source Code. I think it's an amazing film. Definitely really, really Philip K. Dickish, which that doesn't sound right, but it is, and I think it might be based off a short story. I'm not sure, but yeah, there you go. Source Code, my favorite movie of 2011, and I can already feel the hate. So anyway, there you go. There's Source Code. There's my top 20 of 2011. Look forward to the next one next year, probably the same time as now, because I'm really bad at doing these on time. So anyway, there you go. My #1 film, Source Code. Check it out because it is an amazing movie. And if you don't like it, fine, whatever. Anyway, there you go. Source Code. Thank you and goodbye.